Hello everybody and welcome to this week's exciting episode of the Rhódania Chronicles right here on QuestJunkiesUK. Say hi guys!
Hi guys!
Hi guys!
Hey.
It is so good to see you, and big thanks to Roll Together RPG for your fantastic, wonderful raid. 51 raiders, you guys are the best. And hope you can stick with us for a wonderful tale. Or at least that's what our intent is. It might be wonderful, it might be depressing, it might be slightly horny. We can never tell. It just sort of happens. But yes, thank you for tuning in. Let me get through my little introductory stuff as quick as I can so we can dive straight into the story. So, let's play this week's exciting episode of Will the Chat Commands Work? Yes, they will. Fantastic. So, if you use that link in the chat, you can do two things. Number one, you can support the wonderful people at QuestJunkiesUK, our sort of dear friends who, you know, without them, QuestJunkies wouldn't exist. Phoenix tells incredible stories and is a guest player from time to time over on QuestJunkies here. So, you can support them with this link, but at the same time, grab yourself a free trial of Sirenscape, the wonderful audio platform that enhances your tabletop role-playing games. You get thousands and thousands of different musics, ambiances, sound effects, all sorts of stuff. You can upload your own stuff, which means you can support third-party content creators, which is the best thing in the world. Which is what we do on this channel. We have music from people such as Travis Savoy, Michael Gelfie, Hunter Rogerson, Tabletop Audio, The Seventh Midnight, Cullen Vance, Scott Lee, and a plethora of others. So yeah, do check them out. It is a wonderful time to be a content creator. So, we also would like to shout out a wonderful content creator, the wonderful Aviv Orr, who does all our character art, as you can see on the screen. These lovely, lovely little faces. Look at them. They're so cute. They're so adorable. Aviv does incredible art, has worked for some incredible names in the past, like Critical Role, Dimension 20, Acquisitions Incorporated, and, you know, at the very bottom of that list in really small letters, it does also say QuestJunkiesUK. So it's just nice to be on that list. But yes, please go and give Aviv some love. We also have our community Discord, which you are welcome to join to be amongst the first to learn about all our announcements and things that are coming up. We have a couple of weeks hiatus after this week while I go and take a well-needed vacation. But when we come back, oh boy, is there a lot coming on. And we are being raided by Shakespeare's Cat. Hello, Shakespeare's Cat. Welcome.
Meow.
Let me see if I can spell that correctly for a shout-out. Yeah, it looks like it. Thank you for joining us.
Not to meow.
That is the question. And, you know, you're in good company. We have two feline adventurers with us tonight. So, yes, welcome. But yes, so you can find the link in the chat just above with the community Discord, yada, yada, yada. You know the score. Now, what's cooler than joining community Discord? QuestJunkies merchandise. We have brand new merch out, guys. We finally have a logo for the Wyld Ones, which you can see on the screen right now. And you can get it on merch. Do you want it on a t-shirt? Do you want it on a mug? We have a mug, which I don't think it shows the whole mug on the shop, but on one side of the mug, it is the new logo. And on the other side of the mug, it is Pat Toons' art of the characters all stood together.
What?
So, you know, it's like the perfect mug to be sipping some nice tea whilst watching the Wyld Ones. So, that, amongst other things, it's all on the store. And if you subscribe to our Twitch channel, then you get merch discounts on pretty much everything in the store. So, you know, it's, yeah, all that sort of stuff. And
got a lovely t-shirt on.
Yes, we do. We have the muffin time. You've
Flash your tits.
and the pocket goth mommy hoodie. I mean, I'm just proud of you for finally putting it in the washing machine.
I know. I've been so fucking lazy.
And last but not least, if you can't stay with us for the whole stream tonight, do not worry. We still love you, and you can use this link here to find our YouTube channel where all the VODs are uploaded after the stream. You can see our entire back catalogue of adventures from this campaign, from the Demethrin 5 mini campaign, the one-shots we've done, such as the Wildmount one-shot, the previous Humblewood one-shot. We have the Honey Heist, which we did, which was all kinds of chaos, and I now have to figure out how to make a Rolls-Royce cannon in my fantasy world. But you know, I asked for that, so you know, it's all good. Oh, you missed a couple and it was sad. We'll catch up with enthusiasm. Yay! Thank you so much. We appreciate your continued enthusiasm. All right, so that's it for that. Let's meet our wonderful players. So, let us all know who you are playing, and give us a random, interesting fact about your character. Starting with Mai.
I have a fact this week.
Yeah!
Hey, I've done my homework.
Ring the bell.
I don't have a bell. But hello, I am Mai, aka Marth the Pirate. I play our lovely chaotic kitty, Rhódania, the Circle of Stars Feelies druid. And the random fact about her, which isn't actually that random considering she's a cat person, even though she has quite generally good vision in the dark, when it comes to in the light, it's easier for her to see things that are right up here. So she has better vision when it's here.
Amazing.
Like cats. So
I'm thrilled and excited about this, and thinking of millions of ways that I can introduce this into the story to keep you on your toes with that. All right, moving on, Pat.
Hello, I am Patrick, aka Patton. Sometimes I draw art. On Monday nights, I play Connell McGinnis, Earth Genasi Renai Fighter. And Connell's random fact for this week is... So, guys, I'm going to give you a 101 in Earth Genasi biology. So, we've all went through puberty. We all know what happens. We get hair in some places. But for a rock person, he doesn't have hair. So instead, as he's developing, he was very concerned when he started to get lime scale on his face, limestone started forming. So he was really concerned. He went to his mom. He's like, "Mom, something's happening to me. What's going on? Am I becoming deformed?" She's like, "You're becoming a man."
Lime scale. Interesting.
Lime scale or limestone was starting to form. Basically, it was a different color than what his usual rock is. But he does a good job keeping himself sculpted.
So, as the campaign goes on, if we ever have to update the character art, there's going to be a big
ass Kratos beard,
a big ass limestone beard.
Yep.
Well, I was gonna ask, considering he's a Earth Genasi, does he have ore veins, veins of ore sort of thing?
He bleeds.
Oh, well, I was thinking more if he had glow up, does he have shiny bits? But
so so the way I've always kind of thought of Connell, although he's a rock person, I always think it's a super hard hide, almost it's like a turtle shell.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I suppose to answer Wyatt's question in the chat, what does Connell use to shave? Would that be like a rock and chisel? Or
Yep.
Yeah, I like it. Fanfic. Oh boy, we have opened a doorway.
And instead of using an electric razor, he has to get a jackhammer and just
Amazing. Speaking of fanfic, Bridget.
Hello. I am Bridget, you goth lady of many names. Edgy, mommy, auntie, friendo, all that stuff. Playing Way of the Long Death, Shatterkai Monk, Frick. A random fact about her would be she was once dared to chop a vegetable with a dedicated weapon in her inventory. Rising to the occasion, she pulled out her whip, used it to dice a tomato.
Mommy.
Do you remember what I said at the top of the stream about sometimes this gets a bit horny? Exhibit A. Right there.
I don't fan the flames. I don't do that.
I even put it in the channel trailer this last week. When I made the channel trailer, it talked about being occasionally horny, and it's just you going. Oh, never change, never change. And last but never least, Wyatt.
What's up? Hi. How are you? No, just kidding. So I'm Wyatt, the Moonkeep on all social medias. I play Reese on today's, and Reese's fun fact is, I don't know. Contrary to popular belief, he doesn't know when he's flirting.
Okay. That makes sense. I'm sure that will not come back to bite you at some point. I like it.
He doesn't mean to, being like who he is and just like not interested in any of that. He's just nice. At least he thinks he is.
It's wonderful.
Sometimes.
We are all Reese stans in this stream.
Apparently.
We love our squishy snow leopard.
Yes. Squishy snow leopard. That's the next t-shirt.
Oh God.
Okay.
No. So here's the merch idea for that. You get a fucking Reese plushie that has a squeaker inside it.
Oh.
Okay.
See, I was thinking like a squishmallow.
Oh, it's one of those with the cord on the back. You pull the cord and it goes, "Your mom's a bitch."
Your mom's a bitch.
Merchandise right there.
There's a snake in my boot.
Okay, so thank you, friends. Let's just have a bit of a quick, brief recap before we rejoin the Wyld Ones. They set off on a journey towards the city of Berthy in the south, on board the Discourteous Rose, which was Rhódania's first sky carver, a skyship, a vessel that sailed through the clouds. And for the most part, it was fairly uneventful. There was some sort of, was it a mix-up? Or not entirely sure, but what initially started out as maybe setting Connell up on a date ended up being a very unexpected but pleasantly surprising hour or so on the deck of the ship with some food, some candles, and some sparring with Frike. Whilst the others looked on with, like this, and ooh, this is nice. Unfortunately, then they were rudely interrupted by a very tall, elegantly dressed furbolg, who was absolutely not Daniel Craig, but his name was Benlaw Blanc. As he informed them that there had been a murder aboard the ship. And this murder that had taken place happened within a room that had been checked previously by Reese, that supposedly had the blind date for Connell in. Eventually, they discovered that the murder victim was none other than Chester Fetus, also known as Cheesy Feet, a much loved and respected member of the crew, also slightly creepy, but yeah, delightful way of sorts. As the group were held within the jazz lounge of the Discourteous Rose for questioning, it became apparent that they were innocent of all charges, as another murder had taken place. So they lent their assistance towards the investigation to seek the true killer, eventually leading to a second murder site where they did battle with a creature that was made of mirrors, a mirror man, if you will, which dealt some pretty hefty damage, but was slain quite remarkably by our squishy snow leopard, who was on 1 hit point at the time and got him point blank in the mirror face with a guiding bolt, which did the job. After that, the group retired to their chambers to rest, and later reunited on the deck of the ship, where a ceremony was held to remember the 2 victims. And through the arcane prowess of Captain Madeline Crowley, they were committed to the stars in quite a moving ceremony. And if you look up into the stars at night, you may notice 2 new stars in the sky. One slightly bigger than the other. And we've had a gifted subscription. Thank you very much, Pixie. Please nominate someone in the group to receive a spin of the Wheel of Chaos, if you would. So, we rejoin our group the following morning, as they have about maybe half a day's journey left aboard the ship before they arrive. But first, we stick with the night before, as Reese, before you take your night's rest, you find yourself cleaning up your own blood, essentially, off the rapier that you took from the Mirror Man. It's quite a nice blade, actually. Would you say you're in your room, or would you be up on the deck of the ship, or where do you think you would be tending to this?
Do I still have 1 hit point left?
At the moment, yes.
I would be in my room on the bed, like cradling it, looking at it.
Okay. So you're looking into it, and you start to see light slowly gleaming off it, reflecting from the window of your room. And as you sort of look from behind the covers and you peek out at the window, you see the moon in the clear sky, which at the moment it's not quite a full moon. The full moon's already been, but as you're looking at it, it transitions into the full moon. And as it does, you feel a warm presence within the room, and you look to the bottom of your bed, and sat there is a familiar female form. Golden robes, long, dark curls. The form that you would recognize as the goddess of the moon.
Reese weakly smiles. he really doesn't have the energy to say anything or do anything.
I think she recognizes that. And she has a slight smile to her face, and she reaches her arm forward, and it seems to extend a little bit, which at first is a little unnerving. But there's no threatening vibe from this individual. And she reaches over and she places her fingertips on the blade, and the dirt and grime and blood that remains on it instantly flickers away. You've done well. Do not lose hope that I watch over you. It was not but a few days ago that you still felt you didn't have a lot of control over these abilities. Yet, I saw the way you handled that being, whatever it was, with a prowess I have seen in few individuals over the centuries. You should be proud.
Two.
It's okay. It's time for you to rest. Big things are ahead of you. Let me give you a gift to help you on your way. And you see this pale blue light begin to emanate from a hand that's touching the blade. And as she pulls the hand away, the light stays upon the blade. And in a blink of an eye, she's gone. You look out the window, the moon is back to its previous phase. And you lay in bed, holding your moon-touched rapier.
I'd like to imagine as he falls asleep, because sleeping with a sword is kind of dangerous. It like rolls off the side of a bed and just kind of clatters to the ground as he just like is dead to the world for the night.
Totally. That makes all the sense in the world. And you drift off into your slumber. And rest you do, as everyone gains the benefits of a long rest, which I believe I already did on your sheets. And the sun rises on a brand new day. As one by one you all reconvene upon the deck of the ship. It is beautiful, a scorching summer's day. There is not a cloud in the sky. It's almost at the point where it's too warm, actually. This is really the height of summer. And looking off the side of the ship, you can see in the distance a large city ahead. Your destination is fast approaching. You maybe have a couple of hours before you make landfall.
Connell is up on the deck doing those like normal morning chores, just getting everything like he's just swabbing the deck, maybe like adjusting some parts of the ship's banister that needs kind of touching up, just doing like normal, just his bit. And he's like every so often he's admiring like the change in landscape with like the just, you know, that like nice fresh summer smell. You just like taking it in and admiring like the cool breeze that's coming off from being up so high.
Amazing. Thank you for the follow. We've had some follows in the last few minutes. Thank you so much, guys. We really appreciate it. And Pixie's Spinner of the Wheel of Chaos has been nominated to Frike. So why don't we do that now and get it out of the way? So, the Wheel of Chaos demands...
It's sacrifice.
Frike.
Oh.
Shrink a size. So you're not pocket goth mommy, but you are Feronia sized for today.
Mini mommy.
You're mini mommy.
I'll say that her morning meditation, she'd probably be out on the deck of the ship with the sun at her back. And then, yeah, she looks up and everything starts to feel a little higher up than it was a moment ago.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, all right. And she'll just get to her feet and go find the others.
Yep. It doesn't take long, but you all reconvene on the deck of the ship.
I basically try to be as clean as possible because I know we're about to land somewhere soon, so I need to have a bit of a groom. So I'm very much like just trying to like brush my fur a little bit, but I can't reach the back. So I'm just trying very like.
It's very hard. Just trying to get there. My paws aren't quite far enough, and it wants to help, you know. But
You need some help? I can.
yes, please, Mummy.
She still doesn't know how she feels about being called that, but she'll help you brush.
Oh yeah, that's the nice part. Oh.
See, here's the problem. You've made it canon now.
It's a slip of the tongue for her.
Well, if anyone knows about a slip of the tongue, it's you, Feronia.
Hell yeah.
Oh, Pixie.
Oh wow. Well, I'm gonna have to put a disclaimer on these streams.
Thank you, Frank. I think that's got most of the tugs out. Thank you.
You're welcome.
You're something different about you today. And then just kind of like sidles up to her, just kind of does the whole.
Seems I'm destined to be at least somewhat small on this journey, at least half the time.
Oh, okay. Well, you can stop brushing if you want.
Oh, sure.
I don't want to get too
Here's your
tangled.
brush.
Thank you. Yeah, I don't know why you keep getting small. Have you looked at your diet? Oh, I know. We'll get you more fish. That'll help you grow a wee bit.
The thought does occur to you, Feronia, that at this moment in time, probably for the first time now, she is a perfect height for a hug.
I'm gonna give her a fucking hug.
Yeah, she'll probably see it coming and just return it.
Oh, I just kind of like nuzzle my face into you. Just, oh, this is really nice. Oh, I don't get normal hugs very often. Most of the time I get picked up, which, you know, it's fun, but it's also a little bit scary. So,
I suppose I'm happy to provide small mommy hugs while I can.
Oh, thanks. I was hoping that no one would have heard me call you that, but, you don't mind, do you?
I'm gonna say she might use it incorrectly at first, so, if that's what you would call this kind of hug, then sure, I'll give you small mommy hugs.
Cheers. Cheers.
Connell's walking past. Morning, girls. Frank, looks like you got a case of the shrinkums again.
Seems like it's going around lately.
I can make you big and normal size if you like. Or would you like to have? Or would you like to have mini mum
birthday?
I just got a dumb idea. Blessing of the Raven Queen will teleport on top of Connell's shoulders.
Yes.
What a excellent use of that ability.
Rhódania kind of whispers, Frono, under her breath.
As a cloud,
If you don't mind.
as a cloud of feathers apparate on the deck of the ship, Connell, you now have a small Frike on your shoulders. Frike, who has inspiration granted from Aelin, aka Sneaky Rogue Thief. Thank you, friend. I love the phrase, I have a dumb, weird idea. And it's D&D. There is no such thing as dumb ideas.
I guess Frank will kind of say, if you don't mind, I figured this was about as close to normal size as any.
Yeah, so long as, like, you don't jag yourself off from the hair there.
Oh God, shut up, fanfic brain.
Listen. I just say words. You fucking do whatever you want with them. All right? Like,
Use your words wisely, pal. We're a bunch of filthy-brained bitches in this one.
I'll be sure to hang on tight.
Hey, Phoenix, how you doing, my
don't want you
friend?
falling off.
Okay. So,
Reese is not. No, Reese has not gone up yet.
okay, so yeah, the three of you have reconvened on the deck of the ship. Reese must be sleeping in.
So, Fronia, what would you like to do when you get to Berthy?
Well, what's Berthy known for? I don't really know these places very well.
DM, what is Berthy known for?
Anyone who wishes to would like to make a history check if you like.
I would like.
I'm not because I'm genuinely asking. She's genuinely asking the question. She would.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a 5.
A 5.
Yeah.
And Connell?
18.
18.
18.
Okay. So with a 5, I mean, it's a nice word, Berthy. You know, it rolls off the tongue. But you've never heard it used in any conversations before, so, like, for all you know, it's not even a place. Like, cool. Anything you hear from this point on is new information, Frike. Connell, with an 18, you know that Berthy is the sort of international capital of trade within the continent. The main sort of central point for all kinds of trade, gemstones, minerals, precious metals, jewels, livestock, just pretty much everything at some point in its journey goes through the city of Berthy. With an 18, you would also know that it is highly religious, as there are several temples throughout the city for various different gods within the pantheon. And the city is ruled by a high council which consists of the high priest from every temple, and they sort of form a ruling group amongst them all. So religion trade is what Berthy is known for, and that's what you get with an 18.
Yeah. So, Berthy's kind of like this place where all these people looking to sell stuff come together. There's all sorts. Like, there's people selling food, weapons, stuff to make food and weapons with. It'd be really good for your selling off your free stuff.
That is such a good idea. Oh my god, you're a genius.
I mean, there are some thoughts in this rock out of mine.
So, I know I already have a financial advisor, aka Reese. Would you perhaps want to be my maybe my marketing man or PR? You know,
Sure.
Get the word out because you're smiley, happy chappy.
What's a marketing PR?
A marketing PR is a person who does really cool things and tells people about the product. I think it means product relatability.
You have me at really cool things. I'm there.
Cool, brilliant. I mean, I also need to work a little bit more on the labels. It's been a little bit hard to draw while we've been on this ship because it's a little bit rocky at times, and also because we were accused of murder. So I might need a little bit of help with that as well. So I might ask Frike because she likes doing the maps and stuff, and she knows things, and I don't. Yeah.
I mean, Berthy is known for like sales and getting people started up. Like, I know quite a bit of it because it's just, like on the other side of the forest is my hometown. So like, I'm pretty sure there's someone there that can give you a little startup with like your designs and whatnot.
I can pick up some more ingredients as well because I've been thinking of like. I know my wild brew causes a lot of issues, but I was thinking of maybe like having not like a placebo one, but like not a non-effective, kind of like a non-magical one. So like for the kiddies to have.
Oh, sure.
Well,
it's any kind of like points off the like where the steady line is, and you can kind of can you see like the forest next to it?
I've got really bad vision, remember.
Well, Connell doesn't know this. He's just pointing, and he's just like so.
Hey,
like
Frank
off,
could.
Yeah, like
the vantage point.
he's just pointing in the general direction, and he's like so like off that way. Like it's fresh forest, full of life. There's lots of stuff in there. Like you're going to get the freshest of fresh stuff. And since you grew up in the forest, you know exactly what you're looking for.
Banging! I'll also look for some fish for Frike as well, because you can't be small, all the time. I sold this to you last time you were small. I like being the small one.
It's a port town as well.
Not all the
fish
time.
coming in.
But apparently most of the time.
Yeah.
It'll be... and then he's like talking to the Frike up here. He's like, yeah, and it'll be good for you and... be good for you and Reese as well, because there's lots of temples there for different things. If you guys want to go and inquire about some stuff, and I don't know.
Hold on. Speaking of Reese, has anyone gone to check on them? Because
he had he had a rough one yesterday, so we'll see him when he's all right.
I'm gonna go down and check on him because he is my financial advisor after all, and we need to keep him in the loop of what's going on with our business meetings. One of us has to take the minutes, and I don't think any of us have been. But I'm going to go check on them anyway, because...
Wait, Reese can take time?
I don't know. I've just been told minutes are a thing. I don't even know how to take them. So...
I think Frey could take minutes.
I thought Reese could play the flute and heal people. I didn't realize he can control time as well.
I don't know this jargon. I'm just pulling out my arse, okay?
And kind of huddles Rhódania and Frank and just yeah, guys, I don't think we should keep Reese on our good. If he can control time, he can just snap him. We're gone.
I know. We should probably go check on. I'm gonna go check on him. I mean.
You do that. Yeah. Don't give him any free. He might erase us all.
Yeah. And this is when I'm being very sarcastic to him. We'll have to make sure he doesn't do that. Yeah. I'm just gonna toddle. I'll see you guys in a wee bit. I'm gonna go check on our other furry friend. I'll just kind of toddle off towards the room.
Let's practice our thing.
She'll just add, with this vantage point, you know what I'm thinking, and she'll just start describing a maneuver that involves a piggyback ride.
Okay, duly noted.
Hey, that's Veronica's signature move.
I would like to point out that I love the fact that, for a lot of people, D&D tends to be a way of escaping the real world and things that happen in the real world, like business meetings and such. And we come to the table, and the first thing you want to do is have a business meeting. I love it.
Also, no, IRL, Myra does not know how to take minutes, and I work in admin. So, I still don't know how to do it.
That is... the best way to play a character is to play yourself.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so you make your way through the corridors of the ship, and it only takes you a few minutes. You have been sharing a room with Reese, so it's not like you're going to get lost. You know exactly where it is. Reese, would you say the door is closed, locked, or...
So Reese is kind of up and rummaging around, and so yes, the door would be closed.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just gonna walk right in, because why would I knock on my own door? And I've seen him a few times. Well, we've all been naked around each other, so it's fine even then. But out of respect, I'll still do this and be like, "Is it safe to come in?"
Do you not know how to knock?
Well, it's my room too. It's fine. Okay?
You got me there.
Kind of plop myself to the end of the bed, or try and get up to the end of the bed.
Right. Reese? How are you? I'm worried.
How does it look? He's like not even like acknowledging your question.
I'm just
So
gonna
he's
look at
like
it and just...
strapped the rapier to his left side, and right below it is his flute at the same angle. So they're just on his hip, and then he's like kind of like trying to pull his shawl over and saying like, "What's the rule on concealed carry weapons? I don't want to break any rules."
I mean, technically anything could be a weapon. I mean, I've got loads of utensils, cook utensils that could technically be a weapon. Spatula could be a weapon.
I mean, Frike is a weapon, so...
Yeah. I don't know, it's pretty.
I think you'll be fine. Mind you, you're unassuming, so... In a good way, you're unassuming. Did I insult you? I'm sorry. I just came to check to see if you're okay, because you got all stabbed and shit.
I mean, I'm a little sore. Got me pretty good. But I got it better, so...
Yeah, about that, I'm a little bit concerned that you didn't let me heal you. I actually felt a little bit offended.
We were in the middle of a battle.
Could have helped. What if they got the better of you? What if they shish kebabbed you more,
I wagered that, but I felt maybe I also have healing abilities now, and you could have saved it for someone else who may have needed it, like Connell.
Ah, they would have been fine. He's a strong boy.
He's maybe a little bit more mental fortitude.
Yeah,
he was easily dominated.
Yeah, about that, he thinks you're some sort of like time doctor wizard thing. Like you can have time in a bottle and control it. I don't know. I may have accidentally fed into that. And we were having a business meeting. I was talking about minutes, and he got confused, or rather, he was adamant that you could take time and break it and stop it, and so.
I feel like that would have been more of a Bob thing.
I know, right? I don't know why he thought you. but basically, we'll keep you up to speed with the business boring shit. But yeah, I wanted to see how you are. I was a bit worried, and yeah, pal. Also, Frike is tiny. Again.
Again.
I don't know.
Why does this keep happening to her?
Something in the water, maybe? I don't know.
We're not even on water. We're in the air. Something in the air. How about that?
Yeah, okay. Bye.
How's everyone else doing?
Fine. They're doing piggybacks in Ronald. They're, clearly things are happening. Sparks are flying. She's on his head or something. I don't know what they do, but yeah. They're okay. Show me your sword. I'm intrigued. It's like it's so shiny and shit.
I mean, it's just a sword. It's a little rapier.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not dark right now, so you can't see it glow.
Okay.
Well, I will say with this blade, the way that I always envision it is that it glows when it's wielded. So if you pull the sword out, it starts to glow.
Oh, that is super shiny. What? How did you do that?
I didn't. I think I had a fever dream last night, but
Cool sword.
Yesterday, or
Are you
I don't
gonna
know.
name
I was
it?
dying. I was in the middle of dying.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I know how that it does that to you. I know with that. Are you gonna name it?
It didn't glow. Well, maybe. I don't know what I'm gonna name it yet. It didn't glow when the thingy thing, the mirror guy, wielded it. Did it?
Did it, DM? do we remember?
Thinking back to the chaotic events from the day previous, I can't say you remember seeing it glow.
No, I think it's just, to be honest, all caught up in the moment. I think if we saw anything shining and glowy, it'd probably be like all the light on his mirror face and stuff. But no, I don't think it did. Maybe you make it special. You are special after all.
Reese is just gonna like glance out the window and kind of smile to himself. Yeah. Well, everyone else is awake. Has breakfast been made? What time is it? I haven't.
Don't worry, there's still time for breakfast. I mean, I've just finished grooming and whatnot, so we should probably go get something to eat. And we were chatting about what we wanted to do in Berthy when we land. I want to get some ingredients, and oh god, that's when we started talking about business. But basically, yeah. Also, you might be interested. There's some like religious types there.
I don't take myself for a religious person, really.
Oh. Okay. Sorry, I didn't mean to assume. But yeah, let's go have some food. Just forget I said anything. Yeah. Just kind of like lightly punch. Well, I can't reach his shoulder, but like maybe his hip or something.
Oh, I didn't mean anything by that. It's just like I was never one to go to church. I think that's what you call it.
Some people call it temple, but yeah.
Oh. That's... Do you want food? I'm gonna go get food.
I'm fucking starving. Please.
Toddle, we're gonna go get food.
Okay.
I'm guessing we're just gonna go get food and not tell the others that we're gonna get food.
No, absolutely not. Why would we?
Okay.
Ronald. bloody love birds.
Yeah, so while you two go and get your food, we return to the deck of the ship. What are you guys up to?
Question is,
So,
what aren't we up to?
True that. So the last time we tried the technique, I threw you too hard.
So, yeah, I remember.
You were smaller than this, but yeah.
Maybe there's a happy medium between my normal height and being small as I was. Maybe this height is just right. We could try it. Maybe not. Maybe don't throw me off the ship, but somewhere on the ship.
Oh yeah, like practicing on the ship is like a smaller distance. I don't think I'll go giant because that seems a bit overkill. It's just again to get the movements down right.
Yeah, everything in moderation.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe that's the key to perfecting this maneuver.
So the best way is if I just chuck you straight in the air, and then where do we go from there again?
Well, I would land in a layout, and ideally an enemy would be right below me, and I could use that height advantage to go for a stronger attack.
So
Because I'm not just fighting with my own. Yes, I'm using gravity along with my other weapons.
What if I threw your weapon and you teleport to where the weapon is going? So like your hands are almost teleporting to catch the weapon, and you strike with your strength plus the momentum it's being spun at.
I like that. Should we find a place to try it out?
Connell's looking at the mast of the ship. And he's just gonna grab like let's see.
I think
I can
Madeline's...
only teleport so many times in a day, so we should, if we're going to practice, we need to really be sure this is what we want to do.
I think Madeline looks over at this point. She can sort of read the room and be like, oh, here we go again. Okay. And she just braces herself at the wheel for whatever's about to happen.
So Connell just gets out the beating stick for his boron, and he just takes that out and he's like, all right, so like I don't want to damage the ship because I spent the morning like helping with repairs and stuff. So I'll just throw this stick, and if you can teleport and catch it upon, if you can catch it before it hits the mast, and then if you can use that momentum to tap it, I reckon that could work. Because then further training would have us upgrade to either my hammer or the axe.
Okay. I can try that.
So
Okay.
Connell takes a few steps back, and he like kind of flips the stick, and he's just like, all right, I'm ready.
So, I mean, if we're going to do this, we need the skill challenge music, don't we? So, so this is going to be 2 stages. So first of all, Connell, go ahead and make me a ranged weapon attack. So for you,
Okay.
because you have tavern feet, so you've got you can use improvised weapon as a tavern strike, can't you?
Yeah.
I believe. So you can either do it as a tavern brawler strike, or as if you were like throwing your hand axe, for example. I don't think they're both the same sort of plus to hit. So
So I'll just deal with the like just towards the mast. Okay, that's a 17.
17. Okay, your aim is true, and you throw it, and it's heading directly towards the mast, exactly where you intended. Frike, as you utilize your Blessing of the Raven Queen, go ahead and just roll me a d20 and add your proficiency bonus for this.
What I find? Proficiency bonus?
Your proficiency mod is +3. It's at the top next to your speed.
Okay. Oh, okay. Oh, that's a 19 + 3.
Okay. Please describe to me how this looks as you pull off this maneuver to perfection.
I think she watches the stick fly through the air with almost like a cat-like focus. Something she learned from Rhódania, probably. And evaporates into mist, and the mist, the dark colors of black and purple, fly through the air toward the stick. And they materialize first in a hand that reaches up and grasps the stick. Sailing through the air, still she maybe tucks herself so she gets a little bit of an extra spin, and then taps that mast.
Connor's just like,
Knew it as soon as I said it.
Okay.
whoa, that's how we do it. Connell,
Great minds think alike.
Connell runs over and he's just like hand like raised in the air for a high five. He's just like, that is how we do it.
Top Gun high five.
Fucking Rhódania explodes because of the biceps.
No, that's this weekend. That's this weekend.
Oh yeah.
The CSI intro just
Literally. Okay.
I mean, Frank, I think that's it. If we can nail that every time or close to that, like that's a pretty good. My only concern of doing that is we're putting you kind of on the line of fire, but I can be straight in there to get you out.
I think it's a last resort because I can only do it 3 times in one day. But it's a good tool for the arsenal to have.
So what if no, we can wait until another time to practice this, but like, so what if I threw you did your thing, and then you flash back to me? So like, it's almost like you're getting in, we're doing the big combo, and then you're getting out of there, so you're not in the fire range, if you get me.
Like I'm a boomerang.
Kinda.
I could try that.
So we should come up with like cool names for these tactics, just so like when it comes to battle and we're like, okay, let's do this, the DM knows this is what we're doing.
Preach.
We should. We'll call that one Tap the Mast. It ain't broke.
Tap that mast.
Tap that mast. Shadow's Mast.
Shadow's Mast!
I like that.
Shadow's Mask. That's it. And then for the second one we were talking about, that could be Frackarang.
Frackarang.
Break around and find out. Okay. Sure.
That sounds like was it Bangarang from Hook?
Let's write these down because I will forget.
Please do,
Yeah.
and put them in the chat before I forget.
The VOD won't forget though.
Very
Shadow
true.
Mask. And
We can't do separate lines, but yeah.
Frackarang. If I could get away with like playing Bangarang by Skrillex and not be copyright striked, I'd totally do that.
I'm sure there's some like royalty free remix where it's like Pengu or something. Doing Bangarang
Yeah.
instead.
Let's see what I can do.
Add it to the battle playlist.
If it can be
Yeah,
done.
there's probably that guy on like YouTube that does like the medieval covers that's done Bangarang, and you can be like, hey buddy.
I mean, I will tease this. I will tease this now. The next time Feronia takes her starry form, we do have a bit of a surprise. So just throwing that out there.
Yes.
I'm living for that moment.
So as we're kind of like, we're kind of like wrapping up from doing that little bit of training exercise, I'm just taking her off the side and just asking her. So what's your plan for Berthy?
Well, if they deal in trade, perhaps they would be willing. Perhaps I could trade some of my skills for information. I've been doing that everywhere we go, a little. I think remembering, she will tell Connell about her letter to the king. I wrote to the king and told him about the danger I believe my father presents, so that he's aware. And I know that Furbolg was a little unorthodox, but I did hire him to look for information as well.
Oh, okay. I hope he's better at that job than he was trying to suss us out.
I just think any resource we can find is a good resource, even if it's not the best.
Yeah,
Because there's going to come a point where all hands are going to be on deck, and you've got to know the extent of what we're up against.
Yeah, I hear you. Well, like I said, Berthy's a good place. It's got stuff to figure all out. There's people to meet, people to see, people to pay for services. We've got everything we need there.
And what about you? What's your plan for Berthy?
You know, I'm just. It's been a while. I think I don't know. Like going to before we went to the city with the festival. Like I wanted to pass through Berthy, but just the path I took just wasn't right. So I'm excited. Like. My mom used to take me across the Berthy every so often, so it's nice. It's nice getting to go to a different city.
Sounds like we might have quite a nice time there. I think we're due for a nice time.
I'm also looking forward to doing a little bit of camping when we're trekking back to Zundar. Oh, and before that, we got to see if we can get ourselves like a little mini quest to get us some cash while we're in Berthy.
That's always a good idea.
Like, there's bound to be some kind of bandits keep somewhere, and you look kind of like fans across like the landscape. It's like there's bound to be like bandits causing some kind of havoc, and we're the right kind of heroes to stop their evil plans. Sorry, I'm saying evil plans. They're bandits.
We
They're
are.
just trying to steal some coin.
If there are misdeeds being committed, I'm sure that we're the right people to seek those misdeeds out.
And the more hero work I do, the more people will want to rely on me to help save them.
Yeah, that's a good way to look at it.
Okay. So let's quickly switch back over to Rhódania and Rhys in the middle of tucking into your breakfast.
It's like Rhys with like a little bit of a mouthful of food. Have you ever just like wanted to like jump off the side of the ship and see what it felt like to like rush towards the ground, but like fall slowly and not hurt yourself when you hit the ground?
Well, I'm a little bit scared of falling and flying, because especially after the whole thing with Bob, you know, gravitizing me, or whatever he called it. But in theory, it sounds cool. Why? You're not going to do it to me, are you?
No. I don't have a spell or anything to like do it without perishing.
Oh.
So I was just like, I was just wondering, you know? It's one of the things I was thinking
cool.
about.
Do you often think about falling to your death? But
Not to my death, but like, you know, what if the ship explodes?
I think you should start thinking of nicer things like, I don't know, different flavors of muffins. Or what would happen if all of a sudden the sky was filled with popcorn? I think that's what I try and think about. But that's a good point. What kind of safety precautions are in this place? Do they have any sky boats? Like lifeboat, sky boat thingies?
Hey DM, do we see any lifeboats? Like, do we know of lifeboats?
In your extensive time aboard the Discourteous Rose, can't say you've ever noticed any lifeboats.
Jesus Christ, no wonder we crashed the last time. Terrible, it's not up to standard. I don't know why Frodia's being so standard today. Oh, I don't know, I mean, like, I know it's a pirate ship, but Jesus Christ. Oh.
Well, and the Discourteous Rose is the first flying ship of its kind. So is there really a standard?
Probably not. I mean, there's probably some loophole. Because they're a flying ship, they don't need to provide that kind of service.
You know, I think it would be probably... You know what? We need to go to the king and we need to say, hey, you need to provide rings of featherfall to everyone aboard a ship, just in case.
And can we get 2 while we're at it? Just in case we lose one. So you know what I'm like.
Why not?
We get special benefits with the Wyld Ones, after all. I mean, do they know who we are? So...
No, I don't think they do yet. I was going to work on that today, actually. Maybe spread a rumor about us.
Our PR marketing. I mean, Connell's got that job, but, I mean, rumors, yes. Tell them about how amazing my project is.
I mean, we could do that. I just think by association, you would get more business.
That's a good show. What kind of room are we talking?
The Wyld Ones have taken down a dragon.
Because that's true.
It is true. And we fought two dragon.
2? Is it 2? Yes. I mean, we
Two
nearly
dragons.
died to 1, didn't we? So
Yeah.
I'd rather not
but we
think
did
about
take it
that
down.
one. Yeah, 2. Yes, we did. We did. Or rather, Connell did. But yes, we did.
I don't think it was ancient, so we don't say that part, but it was a dragon.
Mm-hmm. Or we could say ancient, or strong, or just basically fluff it up a bit.
Just fluff it, get our name out there a bit.
Aye. Question is, are we gonna do this when we're in Berthy, or are we gonna do it while we're on the ship? I think a lot of the people here know us already.
When we get to Berthy, we're probably about to land, right?
Are we close to landing?
Pretty close.
Alright. Well, we need to, make a tight seal on this rumor, make sure it's credible. Because if people see right through it, then they're gonna be like, ha, the Wyld Ones are a bunch of fucking liars. Let's not trust them. They could be lying about all these dragons they've slain. You know?
We're only talking about one that we've slain.
Wait, I thought we killed 2.
No, we fought 2,
Oh, they don't need to know
killed
that.
1.
No, they don't need to know that. I mean, maybe what we can say about the other one, it was really, really badly wounded because how much it was emotionally wounded because you told him it was a bitch, or his mum's a bitch, and physically wounded because of all the bite marks on his arse. We would come out as, you and I could come out as the strong ones for once.
Okay, but secretly, between you and I, we are the strong ones.
Well, mentally. Because I don't think I am.
I don't know. Especially in your story form, you're kind of...
I am pretty OP. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. Okay, so, just so we're on the same page, we severely wounded a dragon, and we killed another one. Yeah?
I was just gonna say we killed 1.
Oh, okay. Fine.
Because, it's more down pat, and it's not technically wrong. Even though we died, but they don't need to know that part.
No, they don't, and I don't want to even think about that, thanks. And she's just very,
Sorry.
just thoughtfully eating her sausage, just...
Sorry. I'll pat her head.
Right.
I'm gonna take the rest of this.
Well, my sausage.
No, my sausage.
It's like the muffin situation all over again.
Yeah, this is where Reese turns the tables. Are you going to eat that? Cheers.
Sausage time. Oh, God. Oh.
Cool, alright, well, I mean, do you know what's holding up the others? Because they're taking a bit too long, and I don't like it.
Did you tell them we were getting breakfast?
Oh, I just went straight to get... Remember we agreed that, finders keepers, losers weepers. They're strong. They can... Yeah. I don't know. No, I didn't tell them. I just said I was going to go find you. And check up on you.
I'm gonna go make a couple mugs of tea, and I'm gonna go walk up. When we're done here.
Yeah. I'm going to doggy bag some of my fry up. Ready to go.
Right, okay.
Go in.
And then... Yeah.
You ready? You got your...
Yeah,
And then, in my tankard, I just have another chug of coffee.
I don't know what it is about this. It just doesn't seem to stop.
I know nothing about that, and I'm going to walk away.
I forgot about that.
I just constantly got the jitters.
Yeah. Just a highly caffeinated cat that's forever under the haste spell.
Oh, God.
Okay, so... Oh, go ahead.
When we get up there. Here, Frank. Oh, you are small. Here, Connell.
Oh, cheers.
Tea.
Thanks.
There might be
Okay.
some food left for you. We've already
I
had
probably
food.
ate. I ate most of it. Sorry.
Yeah.
That's fine. I already had some before you guys woke up anyway.
In that
That's
case,
right.
I
You
would.
get up.
I was going to say, like, I was about to take out a little bit of my food to offer to Frike, but then, he said that you already eat. I'm like, okay.
I don't think Frike's already eaten. She'd probably be like, "Can we eat light today?" Because it's small.
I might have something in my bag I took with me.
I'm just kind of rummaging around, like, can I, for fun, for your sake, can I roll
Uh-huh.
for investigation? You can decide what I pull out.
Sure, why not?
Oh God. Oh
I haven't
no.
rolled yet.
A moldy hunk of cheese.
Okay, so that'll be an 18.
An 18. Okay, so you're rummaging through. You pull out two things. The first thing you pull out is a piece of paper, which is folded up. And as you unfold it, you recognise immediately that it's your own handwriting. And it says, "I owe you one sandwich." So that's the first thing you pull
myself a
out.
sandwich? Confused.
Now that you mention it, I think I could go for second breakfast.
The second
Sandwich
thing,
miss.
the second thing that you pull out is one of your previously made good muffins that you had forgotten about, which happened to be small.
Here you go, Frank. I mean, you can. I mean, I know you're going for breakfast, but you eat it on the way to breakfast. I sometimes do that.
And for you,
So-
Frank, this is like a normal size muffin at the moment.
Oh yeah. Well, I think this will be a good starter. She'll just. I'm picturing like the mushroom, like the eat me mushrooms from Alice. So just like taking a small bite out of this comically oversized muffin.
Bro.
Okay. So you enjoy you enjoy your second breakfast as Reese looks over the side of the ship, and you see now the city coming into view as the ship is preparing to dock. A brand new city awaiting. But we'll just have to wait a little bit longer because we are going to take our 5-minute interval. So do stick around as we have a whole new city to explore and whatever goes on in Berthy. And just before we do go into our break, everyone make a quick perception check for me as you're looking over the side of the ship.
Excuse me, what?
Perception.
22.
22,
Hold on.
okay.
Not bad considering I've got shit eyesight.
A 9 for Frank.
Not great.
23.
23.
Why do you have advantage on perception?
I have a +5 to perception, guys.
You guys are good.
You're the cleric. You've got good eyesight. What can I say? I got 18.
An 18. Okay, so everyone apart from Frike, as you're looking over the side, the first thing you notice is that I say Connell picks up on this first because you're less interested in Berthy and more interested in the Forest of Thorns that leads over to Zundinarg. That's the journey ahead of you once you've done whatever you want to do in Berthy. You notice at the entrance to the Forest of Thorns, there's a lot of statues, and there's someone crying at the feet of one of the statues.
Oh.
And the other two, you pick up on this as Connell does. As the ship lands in the shallow waters of the outer docks at the city of Berthy. So, we'll be back in about 5 minutes, so do stick around, and we'll see you soon. And we're back. Apparently it's a musical episode now.
Yes, and all.
Hello, and welcome back to... Wow. Whatever that was. Welcome back to the Rhódania Chronicles right here on QuestJunkiesUK. This is the Wyld Ones, and they have just arrived in the city of Berthy. So, friends, the ship has docked, and you make your way off the gangplank, strolling onto the earth, and ahead of you, a bustling trade city awaits. The city of Berthy. You can see that the architecture is... It looks grander than Itherion, despite Itherion being the capital, but much older. Like, it's a very... Like, this looks like an ancient city almost. And there is a large wall surrounding the entire city. But the first thing that draws your eyes away is that there is quite a tall building that you can see just peeking over the wall further into the city. And in the top of this building is a giant tree that is growing out of the roof. It reminds you a little bit of Roshan's Rise, but nowhere near the size of Roshan's Rise. But still, it's a large building with an equally large tree growing out of the roof, which is the first thing that draws your attention.
Rhódania just kind of like raises an eyebrow and is like, nice try at the tree. Okay. As in, like, nice try growing a big tree, but Roshan Rise did it better, you know. But anyway.
Somewhere Brim Smallboy is laughing.
At least someone is.
Wow.
That's right, you eat your banana.
I fucking well. Bananas are delicious.
Go eat.
Well, sorry. Can I have a piece just quickly before you start?
Go on then.
Okay, just gonna climb up. Think. You may presume.
Is Frike still on Connell's shoulders?
Probably would have gotten off, climbed off of the shoulder by now.
I was just envisioning you guys walking into the city with little Frike on Connell's shoulders and little Rhódania on Reese's shoulders.
Well, it was either that or I was just gonna hold her hand and be like, "Come on, buddy system." But I just thought she was still on Connell.
That is equally cute.
I could get on Connell. I could do that.
Ash and Pikachu style.
Love it.
Okay.
I'll just Frank will look at Connell and be like, you know, it really is a stellar way to travel. Can I climb back on your shoulders?
I have no issue with this.
How about me? Can I also get on your shoulders?
I have no issue with this.
Let's do a tower. I'm on top.
Again, I have no issue with this.
Are we all gonna try and
how
climb
about-
on you?
How about Frike and Rhódania get on my shoulders and I will sit on his shoulders and we'll just be a tall tower. We need to get a trench coat.
I was about to say
Oh my god.
you need an 11-foot trench coat and a hat. Okay.
Rhódania attempts to do this, but with her old robe, but it doesn't cover very much.
Okay. I'll say Coral, give me a strength check to see if you can maintain having this tower of your friends.
15.
15. Okay, it's a little tricky at first, but you get the hang of it and you adapt pretty quickly. Yeah.
The boy's got strong knees.
This is true.
Oh god. I can just imagine if it was a lower roll, I can just imagine like chips of your knee just kind of going away.
Well,
He saw it. He saw it. Shannon happened.
if you'd have rolled low on that, it would still happen, but you'd have like half your movement.
Yeah.
So you're fine.
He works out. It's all good.
I mean, lots of people are staring because, of course, they are.
Pals, where are we off to?
I'm gonna draw my sword and I say forward, and I'm going to cast prestidigitation to make it like, you know, like the anime gleam, like ting at the very like tip of the rapier.
The rapier, which does start glowing as you draw it as well.
Oh shit, that's right. Well, anyway, moving on.
You see, like there's a couple of kids nearby that see it and it's like, wow, look at that, and they start like following along.
Connell's currently the same. This is the first time he's seen this sword being wielded by Reese. He's like, where'd you get a cool sword?
You have one. I thought I needed one too.
Yeah, but mine doesn't glow.
Too bad. Finders keepers.
Instead of a sword, Feronia is just going to be forward with her tankard.
As Connell started to like maneuver, he's just like, I mean, Reese, you know what this means, right?
I have a cool sword and you don't.
Bro, we're sword fighting later.
Okay.
As you're heading forward towards the main gate of the town, you hear a voice call from behind you. Well, at the very least, I thought you'd say goodbye. And you turn and you see Captain Madeline stood disembarking the ship.
Sorry, we thought you were going to hang about for a wee bit. Bye.
Captain, have you any plans to go to Zunark to see the tournament?
Unless I pick up any other jobs that'll draw me away, yeah, I probably will attend. I won't compete, but I'm sure Thrasham will, put me on the guest list, for old time's sake.
So I guess this is it for a while? Unless you're here in the city for a few days?
I mean, I'll be here for most of today, just to stock up on some things and carry out some jobs, but yeah, I'll be heading out straight away. Tonight, probably.
From the bottom of my heart, Captain, I thank you for putting up with us, and it's been a pleasure, my captain. And he tries to like bow and respect, but he's like, if I shift my weight, everybody's crashing.
No, please tell me you curtsy or something instead.
I sure, if you want me to roll more strength checks, I can.
Madeline chuckles and says, well, you certainly earned your namesake, Wyld Ones. It's been eventful, and despite certain circumstances, I hope it's not the last time that we cross paths. And, if you're ever looking for some spare money, I could always use a couple of extra hands. I mean, it's not going to be the same without Connell helping out. You've been a tremendous help on the deck. I just hope that the rest have picked up a thing or two from you.
Been helpful, no?
You've all been helpful, absolutely.
Okay. Cool.
Hey, Feronia.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have a vial? An empty vial?
Yeah, let me check. And just kind of rummages around, and then
There's a vial that she has that's got like a little pebble in it, because,
She likes pebbles. Let's check it out. It's like, here you go. You might want to rinse it a wee bit first. Okay.
Hey, Captain, could you... We're kind of stacked here. Could you fill this vial with some of the water from the ocean there?
Sure, yeah. She takes it and she walks over next to the ship and scoops up some, puts the cork on.
While
there you
she
go.
does that, I pull out the other 25 gold pieces worth of silver dust that I have. And I will bless the water to make holy water. So I will cast ceremony.
Ooh.
This is in case we find vampires.
I mean, maybe. I don't know. I just thought it'd be cool. So anyway, moving on. So you see Reese kind of whistle-ish, because he kind of doesn't whistle, but like you hear like intonations of like the airstream coming out of his mouth, but it's not quite whistling. As he sprinkles the silver powder over the vial that is now in his paw. And you kind of see it float up a little bit, and it starts glowing with the same blue light that you see his sword glow with, and then sets back down on his paw. Here you go. And gives it to the captain.
Wow.
As a parting gift.
How positively charming. Thank you,
If you
friend.
need it, I don't. It's holy water. I don't know if you have any spells or anything, but
I've got a few tricks up my sleeve. I'm sure it'll come in great handy. Thank you. Really appreciate that.
you're welcome. And sorry for the not murder that we didn't commit. And that fiasco. I feel kind of bad, even though it wasn't us.
I mean, it was infuriating at the time, but like all things, it makes a good story in the end.
With that, I'm going to cast Good Muffin and hand them over to Madeline and said, a muffin for the inconvenience. I don't know
thank
how
you.
many that, how many of the crew's left, but you can share it amongst your favourites. Or just keep them all for yourself.
I mean, I am my favourite.
There you go. Muffins for Madeline.
Muffins? I like that. I might have a word with the chef and get that put on the menu. Muffins for Madeline.
Love it.
Okay, well, you've been adventures. Hope our paths cross again, and if you ever need anything, you've got those sending stone things, haven't you?
Yeah. It's kind of
Yeah.
whips it out.
It's just an old thought. I love it. Yeah. Reach out if you ever need to, and if I can help, I will. I can certainly try. If I'm at the other side of the world, then it might be a little bit more difficult, but never say never.
Never seen it before.
I wonder what's over there. That'd be interesting. Well, have a good trip. Stay safe. I'm going to pat her head as we walk off. Like, whenever we
Captain.
walk off.
Okay. Are you giving her a bardic inspiration? Pat. It's not booty pat, but it's head pat.
Head pat.
Patronizing Pat.
I'm just going to cast guidance. Just like kind of accidentally still, still getting used to it. Guidance.
Amazing. Okay, so you part ways with Madeline and you make your way into the city of Berthy.
Yay. You're right,
What to
pal. I want to. I mean, I'm not ready yet. I would eventually like to. Actually, no. I'd like to get some ingredients for the recipes, please.
So I guess I'll just carry you guys all to the market.
Yeah.
Rad.
Our
good
noble
trading.
steed.
Oh no, is it possible at one point? I mean, I assume it's a little bit difficult with the three of us on you, but I know it's a bit weird. But remember when you like carried us, when you were saving us from that dragon thing, like cradling us? That would be nice if you did that at one point, because I feel, yeah.
I can only turn into a giant for like a minute at a time.
Oh yeah, you're a big boy. Never mind. But market, please.
So Connell is gonna wander. Yeah, just make his way through the streets until he gets to the markets, the Brightwing markets.
The Brightwing markets, thankfully a short venture away. The city is signposted, so it's pretty easy to get around. You guys will you will see in the pinned messages in the campaign chat that the map is there for you to have a peruse over. Yes. So the main thing that you'll notice going through towards the Brightwing markets is on your left hand side you will see this building that has a gigantic tree growing out of it. And as you get closer, you see the signs around it. It is a temple for Melora, the goddess of nature.
Okay. Is that where you said like the person was crying?
No, that was outside the city.
Ah. Okay.
But you do see, like, there are, like, as you go through the streets, there's some notice boards, and some of them have signs up that say to avoid the forest at all costs.
That makes me want to go into it more.
I was thinking the same thing, but isn't that also the forest we're trekking through to get to Zundanarg?
Potentially. Yes.
So
Fine.
when you actually look at the map that you all have, the world map that was given to you, you could potentially venture from Berthy to Zundanarg via the Hucklebranch Forest, which goes to Merrimwind, which is where this campaign first began. So if you leave Berthy and head northward, you'll actually find yourselves in the forest where you all met.
Oh.
So it's not the only way.
Crime.
It's not the only way. But you could also, I mean, it depends how much you would want to, how long you would want to take to get to Zundanarg. You could theoretically go to the Hucklebranch Forest, relive some old times, go to Merrimwind, and then go south to the Forest of Thorns, and then continue your journey from there onto Zundanarg. So you could take a detour, essentially.
Is Merrimwind where the honey heist was?
Yes, it is.
Which channel is the map on? There it is.
Yeah.
So the sin de Genesis, the first sin, you stole my muffin. We could go that way.
Well, go to the scene of the crime.
Back to the scene of the crime.
Thinking about it specifically for Rhódania, a question for you, because I don't think we've ever actually spoken about this. The Hucklebranch Forest, where the adventure began, would you say that is where you've lived?
Mm-hmm.
So for you now realise that you're actually quite close to home, or what has been your home for a long time.
I could go check in my cabin. See if anyone's taken it.
Oh, the one that you haven't been to in like a month and a half?
Yeah.
2 months? How long have we been doing this?
It's at least a month, I think. Month and a half, maybe. I need to go back to my notes to look at the specifics.
I mean, I told the foxes to look after it, but I mean, it wasn't in an amazing state. It wasn't in an amazing good shape when I left it anyway. So, there was a couple of branches and fallen trees half in the middle of the living room. But I kind of worked my way through it. I'm happy to, yeah. If you want, relive some more.
What do you guys
memories.
think? Dragon Connell.
Ronald.
About going through the Huckleberry Woods.
Yeah.
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 I mean, it's a little bit safer. We probably won't die.
I mean, what's making you say we'll die going through the forest or the thing of thorns?
Thing of thorns. Well, there's thorns in the name.
Yeah.
Thorns are pointy.
You might get scratched up.
So
That's true.
Oh shit.
well, okay. We can talk about that later. We're gonna be here for a while. Maybe.
I mean, what I was saying earlier is that theoretically there is a way that you could do both.
Oh.
It would just extend your journey by a few days, but you technically have a month, so that's easily doable.
Well, we need to get stuff sorted in the city anyway. I know personally I'd like to get some bits. I don't know about you guys. We could always get what we need in the market, or whatever we want to do today. Try and find somewhere to sleep for the night, because it's been a long journey, or just go get pissed, and then decide what we're going to do. Because we're just kind of standing in the middle of the street right now, chatting about our plans.
We're talking as we're walking. Connell's the transport.
He's boss
It's
man.
not like we're taking up a lot of room anyway. We're more vertical than we are girthy.
Girthy and Berthy.
Girthy and Berthy.
Cue Pornhub.
That's an improv group, probably.
Yeah,
God.
absolutely. I'll make that canon right now. That's when we get Brennan Lee Mulligan to guest star.
Oh my god.
Come on, guys, we'll manifest this into happening.
Brennan Lee Mulligan, we need you if you ever
Yes.
see this.
Yes,
Rescue us.
please come to our channel. You can do whatever you want. I don't care.
Yeah, I guess Connell's just going to keep navigating the streets until we get to the marketplace.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
I think I might know a couple of places where we could probably stay for the next couple of weeks.
You've been here before?
I haven't stayed here, but I've been to this city before. Like I say, just through the forest of thorns and yards in the dark.
Oh. Oh.
Huh. Okay, well, lead the way. Well, carry us the way forward.
So are we at the markets then?
Yeah, by this time you pull into the market's bustling marketplace. Because of the nature of the city, the Brightwing markets are open 24 hours a day, and they are busy 24 hours a day. The amount of foot traffic going in and out of the markets is pretty constant. But it is well sort of staffed, and even if you have to queue for a market stall, you don't have to queue for very long before you get service.
Be careful here, guys. And as Connell's letting everybody off his shoulders to be in the market, he's like, "Yeah, guys, be careful. There's a thieves guild about the town. Hold on to your coin purses. Keep track of everything you got. You don't want to let any of that stuff go missing."
Okay. Just kind of like clutch very tightly.
I just realised as well we're in a marketplace, so I need to change the music up, don't I?
Oh yes, you do.
Here we go.
I'll tell you something.
Shopping.
I booted up my Wii the other day, and like as soon as I heard this music, just to go for shits and giggles to go on the shopping channel, I'm like, I'm taken back. Goodbye, brain cells.
Best way to shop, no brain cells.
Yeah.
All right. So, are we looking to purchase anything in particular?
Well, I need ingredients. That's what I need. So
Okay.
I don't know about you.
First. You go first.
I can wait.
I mean, I just want to look for a ring, so it's fine.
Oh. Okay. What kind of ring?
You know that falling conversation we were talking about earlier?
I'm coming with you then.
Okay.
Like, I want to make sure I get one too.
Okay.
Are you guys splitting up, or are you coming with us, or?
Yeah, I'll stick around.
Lead the way.
Okay. So, as we did before, we'll kind of fast track some of this stuff if it's more generalized stuff. So, you tell me what you want. I actually have a document ready for this now. So,
Brilliant.
so for like Rhódania, you said ingredients. Like, any specifics, or like what exactly are you after?
Just trying to find more interesting and exotic ingredients to put in, like new flavors of the wild brew, and also just kind of like, I don't know, I kind of like the idea of like, and now come the new flavors, as well as a non-magical version as well, like for the kids and the non-magic drinkers, like young Reese.
Okay.
They don't always want the wild brew.
So it's sort of food related ingredients.
Yeah.
Okay.
And maybe some
okay.
1 or 2 magical items to put into it.
Okay. So
Yes, the mild brew. That's the tea.
let's have a look here. Guys at home, this is the fun bit of D&D. Shopping episode.
Where we get cool shit.
Hell yeah. So, how much are you looking to spend?
How much money have I got? That's a good question. But also, she has no concept of money, so.
That is true, because the majority, like for things that you're looking at, aside from the magical stuff, it's dirt cheap. So.
Oh, okay. 10 gold, maybe, max?
Okay, 10 gold, you could buy most of the shop.
How much to buy all the shop?
Oh no. No, Rhódania, no.
Well, I'll tell you what. What I'll do is I will send you a picture of this document.
Cool.
And you can in your own time, you can decide which specific ingredients you pick up. The costs are all there. You know, and because it's not going to come up today.
Send Patch an itemized receipt.
Yeah, I mean, because this thing, like, I'm sure our lovely audience doesn't want us spending an hour like, okay, so this costs this much and this costs this much, and like we can do all that like out of game.
Can I also ask? I've literally just like thought of this right now, but because I've got that little draconic bit of draconic I need to try and decipher. Is there like a Rhódanian version of like Duolingo?
Wow.
Because I'd love to learn. I'd love it if like Rhódania could just learn another language.
Well,
No, don't.
Sorry.
The oil will come after us.
so you could look into
Have it on my
potentially.
sentence too.
You could look into potentially getting a spell scroll that would contain comprehend languages. Let me just quickly look up how much that.
I mean, I don't mind if like on the downtime I'm learning, like learning slowly. You could do that if you don't want to do that. I don't mind.
Oh, we're being raided! Sasha coming in with a raid with 3 wonderful people. I hope you had a good stream. You were doing your Legend of Vox Machina Season 2 watch party, I believe. I hope you're not too heartbroken. It was a lot, I know. No spoilers or anything, because I know some people here have not seen everything. I have, and I feel you. But yeah, you've just joined us as we're doing a bit of a shopping segment in this new city. So I will say
I also got inspiration, but I already have inspiration. So what do you want to do about that?
No, that's fine. They stack.
Okay.
Because I'm a nice DM. So if I will say that if you want to pick up a scroll of comprehend languages, it would cost you 100 gold.
Easy peasy then. Cool.
Okay.
The angle, Pat. The angle.
Missed that.
It's probably for the best. Let me add that to your inventory.
So 100 gold, yeah. Bye gold.
Thank you for the follow, guys. We are 4 followers away from 500.
Wow. Ooh.
If you haven't followed us yet, please consider doing so, because if we get to 500, then maybe something special will happen. I don't know. We'll see. But thank you so much for your continued support. Gotta go audition tonight. Thanks for good luck with your audition, Shakespeare's Cat, and thank you again. Thank you again for joining us.
Just fucking break that thing.
Yeah.
Do it.
Once more into the breach, my friends. Once more.
Yes, you've got this.
I love
Right, so it is.
I'm just looking at the table you've given me, and this. I just want to buy everything. Rack a lamb.
I mean, we can sort that out at some point.
Yeah.
You have your first. I put your spell scroll in your inventory, so you can refresh. Yeah, and that's fine. Okay, so that's that. Anything else from anybody?
I'm gonna go look at rings. Magical rings.
Magical rings. Okay. Let's have a look. I have a jewelry stonecutter thing here. Is there any specific about the ring? Like what kind of
feather falling?
A ring of feather falling. Okay. It doesn't actually say anything about magic rings, so bear with me. This music brought to you by Nintendo. That doesn't say it has a cost. Okay, there we go. So it's difficult to find at first, but you do find one jewelers that are selling one ring of feather falling. Typically sold for 2,200 gold. So that's the asking price.
Ask if you can apply for credit.
Wow.
Can I apply for a payment plan? No.
Seriously, do it.
Well, yeah, you can do. So the payment plan is you give me all the fucking money now, and then I'll give you the ring. That's the plan.
I was joking. Vicious mockery.
Oh, shit. Is that a save? Do I have to make a save for that?
No, please don't actually. But I did say it. Go for it. Yes.
Gift of Gab.
Gift of Gab. You know what? Yes. I'm
you gonna gift of Gab?
for Gift of Gab. I'm gift of gabbing that shit.
It's like 2,000.
2,200.
2,200. Yeah.
Did he do a discount
Good
for
question,
smooches?
Pixie.
Pixie asking the right questions.
Let's see, discount for smooches. It's
I can
fine.
use my Puss in
I'll come
Boots
back later.
size.
No worries. Okay.
Got my eyes on you. Okay. To the ring, not the guy.
Okay.
All right. Anyone else?
Might try and find another sending stone.
Another sending stone.
Yeah,
Okay.
just to see how much it costs.
Okay.
Is this going to be your burner?
Could be.
Frankie's joining the Thieves Guild.
Let's have a look. Sending stones, that's plural. What about just one? Also known as Rocky Talkies.
Amazing.
Love it. Love it.
Okay, that's interesting. This has two prices listed.
Keep
So
your price, please.
I'm gonna say I'm gonna go in between these two listed prices because one's ridiculous and one's very cheap. So I'm gonna go in between. 500 gold.
Okay.
I was going to say one's an iPhone, one's an Android. Is it?
One's just two cups in the string.
Do I want to pickpocket? To pickpocket or not to pickpocket?
You can help and distract if you want.
Connell's not
They
looking.
like.
I'm
Yeah, maybe I'll-
legitimately seeing if there's anything I can do to help.
Yeah, maybe Frank will talk to Rhódania and just be like,
Okay, I've got something.
"Hey,
I can cast Pass Without a Trace on you if you like.
I mean, so, well, what I'll say is, Pass Without a Trace is great for stealth checks. Stealing
Not sleight of
is
hand,
sleight of
so-
hand, so it's
Yeah,
a little
shit,
different.
it is. Damn it. Unless.
But also bear in mind,
what
this
was-
is an incredibly busy marketplace.
okay." So I thought maybe Rhódania could distract while I sneak up and sleight of hand.
So you're gonna try and take the sending stone.
I think so. Yeah.
Okay.
I've got a really good technique as well.
Reese is
Can I
not
say-
here.
Can I say? Yeah, Connell's not involved in this. He doesn't approve of the stealing.
Frank, I've got a really good plan we could do. I could keep asking them if I can look at things, and then, oh, can I look at that? Oh, can I look at that? And distract them. Yeah?
Okay. I don't have to do it. If not everybody approves, then I don't have to do it.
I approve.
You can do it. He's like looking at the cool swords that he can't afford.
Yeah, Connell's not noticed at this point. So, you know,
Okay.
what Connell doesn't know won't hurt him.
And he don't know a lot of things.
It's just a discount. 5 finger discount. It's okay.
Oh, true. So it is a busy marketplace, but are there any like security measures in the room?
Make a perception check.
Okay.
We the bad
God,
guys.
why am I rolling so horribly? It's 10.
A 10. Coast looks clear.
You know what? She's gonna chicken out. Just tell Rhódania, never mind. It was a silly idea.
I could try and use my I'm royalty card.
I suppose you could, and maybe I could
Or
help
trade?
convince. Yeah, maybe we could convince them to give us a discount together.
Yeah, they can give us a discount, and also I can give them a bottle of my wild brew. Or the mild brew. You know? Like, no harm in asking.
Let's go for it.
Okay. My fine person! I don't know what you are, but hi. Can we get some service, please?
So the shopkeep is a dwarf with a shiny bald head, big bushy beard. Looks to be like a few twigs stuffed in it. But clothes very well kept. Hello, yes. Welcome to my store. Are you looking for anything in particular?
Yes, first of all, hello. My name is Rhódania. I am, let's just say, I mean, not that it matters. I'm a person of great importance. But my great friend here was looking to purchase one of your sending stones. I was wondering if we could have a look at some models and also see if you offer any discounts or do some trades in some way. Because we are on a budget, as you can imagine, in this time, in these trying times.
And
Sorry,
given
though.
that I think the shopkeep in the last place was also a dwarf, Frike is going to try the approach of leaning in on the counter and going, I know you sell such fine wares at your shop. I would never want to take away from them. But is there anything we can do to persuade you to give us a bit of a discount? We really appreciate it.
Go ahead and give me a persuasion check. You can either each roll one or you can roll with advantage. So it's up to you which way you want to do it.
What check was it? Persuasion.
So either you both roll or one of you rolls with advantage.
Well, I have advantage on persuasion anyway.
You go.
Okay.
Okay.
So go ahead and roll with advantage with your persuasion.
13.
13. Okay.
Yeah.
With advantage?
With advantage. I got a 7 on the first one.
Okay. So he sort of smiles at Frike a little bit and then looks back to Feronia. Begging your pardon, miss, but kinda sounds like a pyramid scheme.
It does.
What you were talking about, your business model and all this sort of stuff.
I didn't say anything about a business model.
You wanted to talk business. You wanted to talk about, exchange and stuff. And
I know that some shops, they do like a trade-in, so you can trade in and get credit towards things.
Bartering.
Yeah.
yeah, that's true, but it's more of a like for like kind of thing. So, if you're, if you're looking at like one of these sending stones, if you got an older model that you can trade in.
I mean, I've got something even better. I've got and then she pulls out a bottle of Feronia's Wild Brew. I said, it's got some brilliant effects on it. I can tell you that.
I mean, look.
Does that help knock down the price at least?
Look, I'll be honest,
you
love.
taste her if you like.
I'm as up for a drink at any time as the next man, but my prices are my prices. Times are hard, and we got to make a living.
In that case, just humor me for a moment. Have you got anything that you need getting done? Like, have you got some rats that need to be killed? Is there any quest you need doing? Nuisances? We're happy to help with that if you want. In exchange.
I mean, I don't specifically. I mean, there's stuff to do around the town. I mean, a lot of business have been helmed by the shit going on in the forests.
Right.
So,
What's going on in the forest?
oh, have you not heard? There's some sort of weird creature going on there, and like people are going missing, and then they're turning up, and there's like statues that look just like them.
Oh.
So, I mean, you know, either that or there's just someone who's really good at making fucking statues.
Terrifying. Well, perhaps we'll return and we'll come back with more information if it's within our capability to find out what's happening.
I mean, sure, why not? And for the time being, my prices have to stay as they are. I do apologize. Like, you know, it's good effort, but, you know, you can see how many marketplaces I have to compete with here.
And for the time being, my good sir. And then just kind of slides over a really, like, crudely, like, obviously handmade business card with a little vial of, like, a sample of the wild brews. Like, if you change your mind and, you know, have a wee try of it, tell your friends. Trust me, it is good. We also do a mild version, and then just kind of puts a tea bag on the counter. There you are.
Right. Cool. Sure. I'll give it a try at my next break.
Definitely. Yeah, I would recommend maybe locking the doors when you do that, though.
What?
Nothing. Just gonna like start sidling off.
We're out.
Rhódania's gift of gab. Nothing.
Literally.
Networking. I think that was what they called that. So that was a success, at least.
I think so. I mean, thankfully, I've stopped giving out the big bottles because that was. I mean, Reese said something about needs to cover our losses. So, or I don't know, something about.
We'll circle back
giving
to
out
that.
too many things.
Did I say that?
No, I think she's either bullshitting or I don't know. Sounds like something you'd
More
say.
corporate jargon.
Yeah. I like to think that she just overhears bigwigs talking business and she thinks, that's how I should be talking.
Other than that, might want to stop by the Hunters Guild.
What's the Hunters Guild?
I want to find out.
Okay.
In case I want to go hunting.
Tiny Frike with her little pew pew.
Pew pew.
Okay. Anything else in the markets from anyone else?
A little mirror. Handheld mirror. Silver mirror.
Okay. Let's have a look here.
Mirror shard's not good enough for you that I gave you, eh? Terrible.
Wait, would that work? Hold on.
Well, I gave you a shard of the mirror, didn't I? The broken shard.
Well, yeah, but so for
This is for a spell component.
sanctuary. Yeah, for
fair
sanctuary, would that work, or
I
do I need to
think,
get one?
I think so. Let me look at the specifics.
Because it
The
says silver
DIY.
handheld mirror.
Find a smithy. There you go. It's probably
A
more
small
expensive than buying one.
silver mirror.
Oh, not.
I'm gonna say, yeah, why not?
Oh. Well, never mind. Let's move on. We're good.
Okay, Connell.
Yeah, Connell's like his friends are just like farting around the market, so he's off to the side. He's just like on a little bench. He's like he may have purchased like a little, I don't know, like a donut or something. He's just like looking at the Ascension Spire.
Yes, the Ascension Spire off in the distance.
So, from his prior time visit in the city, would he know anything about said spire?
Go ahead and make a history check.
History check. Where is my d20? That is a 6.
A 6.
Yes.
So, you remember when you last came to Berthy that there was kind of one of the companions that you had at the time, like, was giving like a tour, and by the time you got to the Ascension Spire, like, you kind of tuned out a bit because they were. It was like a bit like a Bob talk, you know. They were going into intrinsic detail about every single thing that you went past. So by the time you got to the Ascension Spire, you just kind of tuned out. Like, you know that they spoke about it a lot, but you didn't really pay a lot of attention to what specifically was said. With the 6, I'll say that you remember that it has some significance to all the people native to Berthy, not in a religious sense, but not specifically for one temple. It's kind of like more of a universal thing. That's all you have with the 6.
Yeah, he's just like it's probably the biggest building in the city.
Mm-hmm.
So he's just like kind of like eating his donut, admiring it, and just like having like a little wholesome like little sit on the bench, waiting for his friends to finish shopping.
Oh.
Yeah. And eventually, they find you sat on said bench.
Before we do that, I just realized I need more silver dust, so
Okay.
I'm going to go to like a jeweler. Be like, can I like pay you 50 gold for whatever silver dust you have?
Let's have a look. Do.
Is this like your equivalent of like Oliver going up and saying, "Please, sir, can I have some more?" Except it's
Can I have some more?
Please, sir. Can I have some more?
It's not on my sheet, so just quickly doing a check to see.
It's just
Realise
like a
the
spell
shopping
component
music
for
isn't-
ceremony.
Okay.
That's the saying. I just realised the shopping music isn't playing anymore.
It's not, no.
Thank God.
So, yeah, I'll say there is you go back to the jewelers where you were inquiring about the ring, and they can, you know, it seems like because it's that busy, they've already forgotten that you've already been, because they have that, you know, there's that many faces come and go, and yeah, they can do you 50 gold's worth of silver dust.
Here's the gold. Thank you.
No problem.
All right, and I'll run back, kind of jealous of Connell's donut.
Oh yeah.
Okay,
All right.
Reese is good.
So did you guys find out anything interesting or get anything cool in the market?
I got a piece of paper that means that I can. I mean, it's kind of a bit like a.
I imagine to her head it's a bit like a common to draconic dictionary sort of thing. And so I got this just like because you know I've got a thing I need to translate, so I got that and got lots of things to make different variations of the brew. So exciting to me, probably not to you.
Just remind me what the draconic thing is. I don't have those particular notes at hand.
It was the little chest with the scroll in it that was written in draconic.
That's right. Yes. Okay, that's fine.
Desperate to know what it says.
Okay.
That's cool.
Come in handy as well.
But yeah. So the way that it works is you read the spell scroll, the incantation of the spell scroll, and it casts the spell.
Yep.
So in this case, it would cast comprehend languages on yourself, which means for, I think it's an hour, you would be able to understand any language. But it's a one use only. Unless you're a wizard, in which case you can put it in your spellbook and you can have it permanently. Can you tell I'm a wizard main?
Then. I'll hold on to it then until I actually need to use it, so.
Okay.
Just for the time being. Unless you guys want to know what it says, but I'm easy peasy.
Now we're good.
Yeah.
All right, Connell, where do you want to go?
Let's let's get ourselves into a cheapish place like around the corner here. And since we're in near the southern district, he's just gonna wander around until he finds just a cheap tavern inn.
Yeah. There's a lot of like very disheveled looking taverns. Are you looking for one that looks decent or one that looks cheap? Like,
well, one that looks decent, like let's say like a travel lodge, but it's like 2 stars.
I was gonna suggest that. Amazing.
okay. So you look around and you see there's it looks kind of like an old house with a thatch roof. Well maintained, but has definitely seen some years, with a little sign outside, and it's called the Copper Mug.
Mm-hmm.
But it looks quite cozy.
The copper mug.
Yep. Whenever I think we came here for one of my mum's birthdays. It was basically all she had to get us to stay here, but we stayed here once, I think.
I'm sure it's
I thought
nice.
you said you didn't stay here in Berthy.
Yeah.
Maybe when he was a kid, you know.
Inside check.
Making
Inside.
Making a backstory as we go.
Story of my life.
17 insight. Just kidding. Yeah,
I mean, at the end of the day,
day,
it's just somewhere where we sleep, isn't it? So, as long as there's no fleas in the mattresses, I'm happy with that. You're right there, Reese. Something in your eyes.
I'm becoming my father.
Oh,
You know, like when you get that like really bushy eyebrow hair,
no.
just the one really long straight hair. No, okay.
Well, I mean, sometimes my brow whiskers get really long, if that helps. Like.
that's what I'm talking about.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I mean, mine are just long.
Anyway,
I'm just getting used to it. Hey there.
Patronizing Pat. So a version of it's just mockery. Patronizing Pat.
Hey,
I'm gonna go get a room.
Okay.
are we sharing again? Okay, never mind.
Dude,
You guys see,
I'm assuming it walked away as soon as I say that.
you guys kind of like see Connell's a little bit hesitant to go in here, but like he's kind of nervous and shaking a little bit. He's like, oh wow.
You're right there, Rockman.
Yeah, it's this is a big moment for me.
How so?
Well, like I said, my mom could only stay here once. She could barely afford it, and I can't afford it. It feels like a full circle moment.
That's why
I
we're
think your mum-
together.
I think your mum would be proud of you. Yeah. Be fine. No, but yeah, sorry, Frank. Sorry, talking over you. But yeah.
Oh, no, sorry. My headphone microphone died, so I switched to my iPhone. I realized I was talking and it wasn't coming through.
Right. I thought I was just being rude and talking over you. I'm sorry. But you're right. Yeah, we'll all chip in. It'll be fine. Even if it means all of us staying in one room and, I'll sleep on the floor or, it'll be fine.
I'm pretty sure. I think I'll be able to cover it. I haven't spent a whole lot of my money from the last mission we did.
Okay. Wherever floats your boat, pal.
Yeah. Oh, we did learn about a creature in the forest that's
There's a creature in the forest?
Yeah, it's like going through and people go in there and then they go missing.
They're making people
statues.
Really?
Yeah.
Something like that.
Really?
Yeah.
Really quick question. Did I recall which forest he said, or did he not specify a forest?
Did not specify.
Okay. So...
I will say though,
which forest it is, but...
I will say though, you did notice like the posters that you saw earlier throughout the city saying not to approach the forest. They did specify that it was the forest of thorns.
I was going to say, would Rhódania find this as a common occurrence in her forest?
Definitely not.
Okay. Too busy getting fucked. In her cabin and fucked.
Siren.
I'm not sure if I misheard that or not.
Getting fucked and getting fucked. Yeah.
By the side.
From all angles.
Yay!
Yep.
I was meaning getting shit-faced, but you dirty lot.
You set yourself up for that one.
Yep.
You said I didn't do it on purpose.
What am I even saying? Reese isn't even here. He's inside.
Yes.
Yeah, Kyle's inside too.
Okay, so you enter the tavern, the Copper Mug, and it's quite lovely inside. The walls are like nice, even stone. It's brightly lit with magical candles, and they're surrounded by like glass chandeliers. Behind the bar, you can see a male human who they're sort of getting old at this point. Hair is sort of thinning at the top, but a very, very kind, respectable face. And rosy red cheeks, some like half-rimmed glasses at the end of a big bulbous nose. He sort of smiles as you walk in.
Oh, sir.
Oh, welcome to the Copper Mug. My name is Gransant. How can I be of assistance?
Oh, Grant, can we get a room for 4, please?
A room for 4? Let me just check the log. And he like pulls up a ledger and starts reading through it. Yes. We've got a couple of rooms free. We do have one that would sleep 4 of you. Yes. That would be.
I want my own room, so.
Okay. No, we do have a few rooms, so that can be arranged. Sure.
Brody just kind of looking up at Reese like, surely you mean a room for me and you?
Betrayal.
You don't actually say it out loud. You just look at it.
No, I'm saying that out loud. You know how needy she is. Just gonna put some boots on. I was like,
Listen, Reese hasn't been able to jack it for weeks because you've been in his bedroom.
Oh boy.
Sorry, I got really scared. Andrew was on the other side of the monitor. He just kind of went out like this. Sorry.
Fine, whatever you want to do in your private time is fine. I'll just...
They just kind of like sidle on over to Frike and Connell, feeling betrayed.
Is everything all right?
Splendid. This is just normal for us. We're probably going to be here for
A week.
about a week or two.
Oh, okay. Well, the going rate it varies on the room. If you want, I can do both rooms together since you're a group. I'll say 2 gold a night for the 3 rooms. For the 2 rooms.
Connell slides across 20 gold.
Oh, good gracious.
Hey, take 10 of that away, and I'll like put like 10 gold of my gold. So we're splitting it.
Absolutely fine, thank you so much. And he takes the money, puts it in a small bag behind the counter, and then reaches round and returns with 2 room keys. You'll find them just upstairs, and they're all ready for you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Connell like slowly, kind of hand like trembling, like takes the key, and he's just like, "Oh wow, I did it."
Would you care for any food or drink? We have a couple of specials on at the moment.
What have you got?
So at the moment, the chef has just finished preparing a braised grouse and leek stew, which comes with a glass of brandy. Or if you're not particularly a fan of the grouse, we also do braised goose, which comes with garlic and wheat bread, and a glass of cider.
Patch, can I eat at your restaurant?
It's meant to be like a 2-star place.
Well, I
mean,
would like to pre-order the cider.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, I'll go for the goose as well. That sounds fantastic.
Okay.
I will as well.
Okay. So for the braised goose and the cider, it is a silver.
Oh,
I will slide over 2 silvers.
Connell will slide over
And also,
some silver.
I slide over no
me too.
money.
Cheapskate. Okay.
and the nicest tea you have.
Oh, absolutely. Yes, not a problem. Yes.
can I have his drink? I mean,
No.
if it comes with the meal anyway, can I have his alcoholic drink?
Well, that's for you to sort out. I just provide what is paid for. So.
Reese? You're not drinking it anyway.
Yeah, you can have it. Apparently, since I abandoned you, even though I'm right here.
I'm going to interrupt right now because thank you to Knight_Raven31 for being our 500th follower. We did it!
Yay!
Woo! Amazing. Thank you, guys. Thank you. 500 of you decided to take time out of your lives to come and watch us ramble on. That is wonderful. Thank you so much from the bottom of my heart.
In the chat.
Yes, please spam your muffins in the chat if you have them. We have cause for celebration. There we go. But yes, thank you. That genuinely means a lot for me as a guy who figured this channel would go nowhere. So, thank you. Really appreciate it. So, you all grab a table. The furniture's really nice and cozy. And a short while later, Granson comes over and brings you your braised goose with garlic and wheat bread, and your glasses of cider and a mug of tea. And it is really good food. Really, really good. It's like the shoe is you can tell it's been like slow cooked and it's cooked to perfection. It just like, melts in your mouth. It's great. Oh, McClover, thank you for the gift sub. You are so wonderfully generous. Thank you so much. We really appreciate it. No spin. I love how you preface that every single time now. No spin.
Thank you.
We appreciate it.
Okay. I literally just wrote down the recipe though because I'm making that for my content.
Amazing. Please let us know because this could be the first entry in the Rhódania cookbook.
Oh, yes. Well, we have the muffins. That's going to be one thing anyway.
Strawberry muffins, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I trained McClover. Okay. Sure, I guess.
Spectacular. Okay, so anything else while you're having your meals? It's sort of getting early evening at this point, I would say.
Is there anyone else in like our vicinity, or are we the only guests here?
There's a few people within the vicinity. If you want to see anything specific, it would be a perception check.
Okay. 17.
17. Okay. Yeah. So there's a few individuals, other patrons. You can see that there is a female halfling who looks like a merchant that's just got off their shift at the markets. You can see a female elven priest-like figure that sat on their own. Brown hair, really sharp hazel eyes, wearing really fine clothing and some really nice silk gloves. They're eating the goose as well. Mm-hmm. You also see what have we got here? You see a male tiefling who is wearing the same sort of armor that you see the city guard have, but with an adapted helmet to accommodate for tiefling horns. They're having the grouse. They're a few tables away.
Going against the grain, are we? She kind of mutters to herself. She's like, oh, I'm so fighting the urge right now. No, I won't.
So do I need to change the music?
No. Do I embrace the chaos? Do I embrace the potential embarrassment?
Guidance.
Always then, okay. With that, Rhódania downs her her pint and then downs Reese's pint. Or like as much as she can.
I mean, there were just glasses of brandy. It wasn't a pint of brandy.
Cider. No, I was having cider with mine.
Oh, you're having cider with yours? Okay.
Yeah. And she's just gonna be like, I'm back in a second, guys. Just kind of toddles over to the tiefling.
Okay.
Hey. Just I'm doing a wee survey. I noticed that you're having something different to what everyone else is having. Why did you choose that?
It's because it was top of the menu.
Ah, so convenience, okay. And then she pulls out a pad and just starts writing, just scribbles, doesn't really write anything in particular. It's like, okay, and what's your occupation?
He just sort of looks down at his uniform and looks back up. City guard?
City guard? Okay. What's your name, pal?
Can you... Why... I'm just trying to have my lunch. What is this? What are you doing?
Be a couple of moments. I told you it's a survey. I'll be a couple of moments.
What's your name?
Name him.
My name is Bruna.
Bruna. Okay. Lovely. And what do you think I could talk to you about a couple of the issues you guys have been having in the forest? People turning to stone.
What do you know about this?
My name's Rhódania, by the way. Lovely to meet you. Bruna.
He's got quite large hands. He just puts a pinky out. He's like, nice to meet you too.
Lovely to meet you. So yeah, what do you know about the stuff that's happening in the forest with people turning into stone?
Can can Connell kind of like listen in on this conversation? Just kind of.
Sure.
I'm listening, but also reading.
Frag might want to do that too.
So at this point, he like puts his cutlery down. He's like, okay. First of all, this is not the kind of conversation to have in a public space like this, where people are trying to enjoy their meal, like myself. Second of all, I don't know you. I don't know what authority you have to be discussing such sensitive information. Thirdly, I don't believe anything has been revealed to the public that people are being turned to stone. So if you have any new information, then I am immediately suspicious of you.
Okay.
Maybe I should be the one asking questions of you?
Maybe. Kind of closes her notebook. Just kind of looks up at Bruna. Well,
He's slowly reaching to his side for something as you're saying that.
It has been an absolute pleasure chatting with you. You're so nice. It's always really love the work you do. I am part of the Wyld Ones, and yeah, I just keep wondering if we could give you a hand. That's all. Running the street, all that jazz.
So Bruna just rolled an insight check on you to see if he should be suspicious of you or if you're just, being you. He rolled a 3, so he stands up, pulls out a dagger, is like, oh, no, please stay. I think you and I need to have a conversation about this. You are looking very suspicious right now. And you seem to know an awful lot about this. And holds the dagger at you.
That's a nice dagger.
Connell's going to stand up as soon as he sees the dagger, and he's like, excuse me, sir. We mean no disrespect. Put down the weapon. This doesn't have to escalate.
Make a persuasion check.
Okay. Love flat charisma checks. That is a 12.
A 12. Okay. Okay, cool. So look, see, he's like, sheathes the dagger. Look, I don't know who you people are or what your deal is, but look, follow the guidance to the public on the signs. The forest is not a safe place to be at the moment.
Why?
And please follow this new guidance. Let me enjoy my fucking lunch. Thank you. And sits back down.
It picks up Frodo. Thank you for your time, sir.
I'm trying to get some information here.
Do you want to get arrested? I'm trying to become a hero. If you get arrested, I don't become a hero.
Oh, you got such a hero complex. Bloody hell. It's kind of like wave over to anyone that's in the bar. Like, can you get our horned friend over there a drink just as an apology, please? Put it on my tab. Thank you.
No problem, Lovey, no problem. He goes and brings over another drink.
Just shouting back to Bruna, Sorry.
He doesn't respond.
I just want people to be my friends.
Okay. Anything else before we wrap up? Because I've just seen the time.
Oh shit.
Frank might go up to Granson and just ask, I've never been to Berthy before, but I
I hear there's a hunters guild. Can you tell me what I might find there were I to visit them?
Let me see if he knows anything about it. Ooh. Well, I mean, it's at the other side of town for me. I expect you'd find hunters, if it's called the Hunters Guild. I mean, sorry, it's not really my area of expertise, love. I do apologise.
That's fair. Thank you. Keep it. I'll ask around. Keep it. She'll just go back to church.
He got a natural 2 on that check. He knows nursing.
You know nothing, Jon Snow.
Okay. Anything else?
Slip away. Reese will slip away and go upstairs to his room.
Okay. So you head up.
We've said. God.
You head up to your room while everyone else finishes off their meals. It's quite a nice room. There's a large bed in the corner of the room. Plain furniture, but very, very sort of, it fits with the theme of everything else in the inn. And quite a big chunky woolen mattress on the bed.
Okay. Reese will take the pendant that he had been wearing that he got from the silversmith.
Mm-hmm.
Take it off. Kind of scoot a little table over. So he's sitting on the bed, and then there's a table. Got to be comfy while doing magic. And he brings out the silver dust that he bought, and he will sprinkle the silver dust on top of the necklace.
Mm-hmm.
And he is going to cast once again ceremony, and he's going to dedicate the necklace to the moon goddess as his holy symbol.
Amazing dedication.
And I know it's like the spell itself says you touch one humanoid who wishes to dedicate to your god's service, but I'm going to dedicate and consecrate this item using the ceremony, if that's okay.
This is more of a self-dedication, so yeah, absolutely. So, yeah, please, the floor is yours for this. This is your ceremony, so.
Just very, very simple, with like a small circle of these shavings of silver, and then the rest sprinkled right on top as the pendant is placed in the center of the circle. And as the spell consumes the silver, just there's a very faint blue glow, and then it dulls again to the silver. And Reese will put it back onto his person.
Mm-hmm.
And then he will push the side table back towards the wall, and then he will take his journal out, and he'll start writing another letter to his parents.
Okay. I'll say that as you are doing this dedication ceremony, you do hear the voice of the goddess of the moon ring in your ears as you are making this dedication. Thank you for the follow, Tabletop Dominion. As you are carrying this out, you hear the goddess say, "Let all on whom my light falls to be welcome, if they desire to be so. As the silver moon waxes and wanes, so too does all life." Reese, trust in my radiance, and know that all love that lives under my light that you hold in your heart for your family, your friends, your companions, shall know my blessing. When lost in the dark, turn to the moon, and I will be your true guide. As the light emanates and glows brighter as you finish the dedication ceremony. And it is successful.
Just smile to himself. That's it.
Okay. And eventually, everyone retires to the rooms. Rhódania probably feeling put out that she's not sharing with her best bud. #betrayed. And as we close tonight's session, I'm gonna leave you with our standard post-credits scene, as always. This one a bit less bleak than normal, because before this weekend's mini campaign finale, which, oh yeah, that'll be bleak as fuck. We do have one other stream to do this week. On Wednesday, as our camera pulls away from the city of Berthy and flashes across the continent into the depths of Roshan's Rise, where we find young Brim Smallboy, who is currently sat on a tree trunk in the depths of the forest. And he's just sort of writing some notes of some sort, and his attention is drawn away, and he looks to the side as he sees a Kodama, a forest spirit, much like this, waving at him. I said, "Oh, I haven't seen you in some time. Hello. Are you doing well? The forest nice and healthy again, yes?" And it stops waving, and then gestures him to follow and runs off into the forest. So immediately he flips onto his feet and dashes into the thick brush of the forest. Finds himself back at the meditation pool where he'd been with the Wyld Ones once before, where there is a large collection of Kodama. And they point off to the side where there's a clearing, and as Brim looks through the clearing in the distance, he sees something that he's never seen before in Roshan's Rise. As he sees what looks like the beginning of a wildfire. Oh, good gracious. Well, I guess it's time. And he turns round, pulls up his pants as they were a little bit loose. It's time for Brim Smallboy to form his own Wyld Ones. And what happens next? You'll have to tune in on Wednesday to find out. Let me bring up this graphic here. As on Wednesday, we do Brim Smallboy's Humblewood Adventure, featuring this fine cast of folk, one of which should be very familiar to you, as she's been on your screen for the last 3 hours. But yes, we are going to be returning to everyone's favourite Smallboy, as he brings together a new group of Wyld Ones to save Roshan's Rise, which once again is under threat. But by what? Wildfire. What could that possibly mean? Only one way to find out, and that is to tune in as we tell that story. And following on from that, on Saturday, we shall be returning for the last time to the shores of Demethran for the grand finale of the Demethran 5, which promises to be emotional, probably tragic, and I imagine that session will go on a bit longer than usual. But, you know, we will go on until the story reaches its end, because it is the ending. We've got to stick the landing, and oh boy, it's going to be something. What time do we usually start? So the Monday stream and Wednesday stream start at 9 p.m. GMT, which I believe is 1 p.m. Eastern? Time zones are my worst enemy. Pacific. 1 p.m. Pacific. There we go. And this weekend's mini campaign one is 1 p.m. GMT. But you can join us in the Discord where we announce everything. Let me put a link in the chat for that. Where is it? There we go. But yes, we'll post everything in the Discord there. You're welcome to join us. But yes, the Demethran 5 finale is going to be quite something. You got this, Grim. Look at that. I mean, that is inspiration if I've ever seen it before.
I already gave them all inspiration last week.
You did. They will need it.
Yeah.
But yes, please join us on Saturday for the climax of this dark and twisted adventure. We can't wait. I'm very nervous because it's the first time I'm ending a story the way I want to. But I have a wonderful cast of players to do it with. I have every faith in them. They're going to pull out all the stops. They're going to kick my ass and they're going to save the day no matter what. It's just a matter of how many of them can I take down with me. But we shall see. We also, before we wrap up, we'll we'll talk about this little thing starting in March. Wednesday, the 8th of March, in our usual 9 p.m. GMT slot, the beginning of our second weekly campaign, the Wildmount Chronicles. That's right, we are heading to Exandria, and I'm going to absolutely destroy all of Matt Mercer's canon. But yes, please do consider joining us for that. We cannot wait. The characters are incredible. I'm so excited to get into all the juicy lore they give me and the incredible backstories. And it all starts with an open stage night at the Lavish Chateau in Nicodranas. Which, you know, I'm sure that'll be lovely and eventful. What's the worst that could happen? So, thank you very much. Let us quickly go around the table. Guys, please introduce yourself. Tell us who you've played, plug anything you've got to plug, and tell us your favourite moment from the session, starting with Rhódania.
Hello, I am Mai, aka Mark the Pirate. I play our lovely Chaos Kitty, Rhódania, the Circle of Stars Feelies Druid. You can find me on social media as Mark the Pirate, except from Twitter, where I'm Mark the Pirate. But I'm currently taking a little social media detox. However, you can pop over to my YouTube and you can find me there. My favourite time tonight. You know what? I really enjoyed me and Reese having breakfast. Just chatting away and munching along, just like completely oblivious that we've left the other two. We're just like, oh well, just fend for ourselves. It was a nice little moment. I really enjoyed it.
Yeah, that was very fun. Thank you. Connell.
Hello, I am Patrick, aka Pattoon. Sometimes I draw art, but on minutes I play Common Genasi, Earth Genasi, my fighter. You can find me on TikTok and Twitter at Pattoons, on Instagram at pat.toons. Things I'm working on. I guess you'll find out on Wednesday when the Humblewood campaign starts, because you'll see stuff that happened. You'll see stuff I did for the Method. Basically, I'm doing a lot of work for Patch at the minute, and it's been a lot of fun. And part 5 and 6 of the animatic series will be coming soon. I just haven't had the time. It's very simple. My favorite part of tonight was I guess kind of too working on the combo moves with Frike, because just like how can we take full advantage of this D&D system and do cool ass combos and shit, because I don't feel like it really allows for like the martial classes to do combos and stuff, like spells and stuff go wild, but like you got to get more creative with like martial stuff. Secondly, I like that I'm finally expanding on like Connell's backstory and upbringing. I mean, it kind of gives Patch more stuff to work with, and it means that like the boy's done some living. But yeah.
Okay, thank you so much. Moving on, Frike.
Hello, I am the edgy lady of so many titles it's hard to keep track. Frike. And you can find me on pretty much anything at Nice Try Enigma. And funny enough, I have a project. You ever needed a game within a game during sessions to just create so many like roleplay moments that lead to just like more backstory being dropped? I wrote supplemental tables to play D&D Truth or Dare. I separated all of them out by class. I've only done the 4 players that are sitting here, plus the 5th one for the multi-class. But as soon as I figure out where to post that, I'll be happy to share it with all of you. And my favorite moment, probably summed up in 3 words, tap that mast.
Tap that mast. Amazing. Yes, we will be playtesting this supplement the next time. Well, I'd say probably when we have the journey to Zundanag, I would say. Oh, we lost a eye. Oh.
Internet is like die. So
oh, very good.
On my phone.
So yes, we will. We'll give that a playtest when we're making the journey to Zundanag around the campfire, because I'm sure there's going to be plenty of opportunity to do that. But yeah, tap that mast. That was so good. And last but never least, Reese.
How you doing? So I'm Wyatt. I play Reese on today's, and you can find me on TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, Twitch, except I don't do anything on Twitch right now, so that's fine. Under the Moonkeep, or Instagram _Moonkeep, because someone decided to take it without the underscore. Anyway, moving on. Yeah, so I am so incredibly busy, and so many fun things are happening. Like, I just hit 50,000 followers on TikTok yesterday. So
hell yeah.
Yeah, super excited. Those of you that follow me, thank you so much. Those of you that don't, you should. Just a little self-promotion there. And then just lots of fun things. So, you know, like Convergence is coming up. So if you're in Utah, USA, I'm going to be there. Or Arizona Renaissance Festival, I will also be there the 12th of February. So in a week and a half. So
amazing.
Lots of fun stuff. Yeah. So if you want to come say hi, come meet me in person. So yeah. I think that's it for now.
Favorite moment?
Oh, right. I forget about that. Favorite moment. I think the adding the personality to Connell about, I know it was all like unplanned, but you know, the little bit about him and his mom and going to the copper mug and everything. Like it was a good like little add of personality, and I really enjoyed it.
Lovely stuff.
Thank you.
And I've probably done that wrong, haven't I? It's not at the Moonkeep, is it? At the _Moonkeep on TikTok.
On TikTok, no, it's the Moonkeep on TikTok. On Instagram, it's the _.
I've done that correctly. Good. Okay, and I have been Patch, your ever humble dungeon master, apparently leader of 500 followers now. That's ridiculous. Thank you. Wow, that's a lot. I mean, 50k is amazing. Like that, I can't even begin to imagine that. Like, I'm happy to have you guys here, let alone 500 followers. Jesus. But yeah, I've been everybody else. You can find me here all the time, also guesting on QuestJunkiesUK every now and again. Usually playing the sassy yet classy Order of Scribes, Kalishtar Wizard, Kaelin Sturgrove. And yeah, I have lots of exciting stuff to come up. Obviously, all the new stuff coming up, like the new campaigns things. Main thing I'm excited for at the minute is next week I'm going on vacation. Which I can't wait. I have a week where I do nothing but sit in the sun and drink cocktails in a jacuzzi. Like, that's going to be so good. I need it. I need the rest.
Fucking deserve it, man.
Thank you. And favorite moment for me? Oh boy. I'm not sure. There's a lot. If I had to pick one favorite moment, I think just I'm going to say just either of the uses of ceremony, because I love that spell and the amount of things you can do with it. Like, I'm really pleased to have a player that uses ceremony. Like, it's wonderful. And yeah, really fun. And also, tied onto that, being able to use the music from Princess Mononoke, which I'll absolutely get copyright strike for, but I don't care. Like, it works. So, yeah. So, thank you very much, my friends. We are going to wrap things up there, and we are going to go a raiding to our dear friends at Bards of New York, who are currently streaming. So, please share the love with them as we go over. Spam the chat with muffins. You know what to do. And we do also have a raid emote. You can use that, or you can use the new Chaos emote featuring Rhódania. Any of your choice, really. But yes, please go and show them some love. In the meantime, guys, 500 followers in, 19 episodes into this campaign, it is a privilege and a pleasure to keep bringing these stories to you. So thank you from the bottom of my heart, and to my lovely players for going on this journey with me. Let's keep doing it. I mean, we've no episode of the Rhódania Chronicles for a couple of weeks now, unfortunately because of my vacation. But when we come back, well, we'll see what's going on in this forest, I suppose. But in the meantime, guys, lots of love to you all at home, and yeah, all the stories to come. See you then.
Bye.
Bye, guys. Sláinte.